I played Jared. Jared is a very sweet guy who tries too hard to ever be truly cool. And he is super rich and decks himself out in all the coolest stuff that he thinks will make him accepted by his peers, which really just backfires. But in the end, you'll see that I think he's a nice guy who means well. Got the call, and I was so stoked because it's one of the things. The script is so funny, and then really all of these kids in the movie, everybody is crushing so hard, and Olivia's elevated the material in every way, even though I thought there was no more room. I thought it was already so good on the page, so it's been super duper exciting from the jump. I feel like we don't get a lot of movies like this, like these high school comedies that are so funny but also really grounded and impactful, and like, you know, this whole movie's about being seen, and everybody, especially this age, just is trying on all sorts of hats and things that they think will make them accepted or cool, and this movie's about a lot of people doing that very differently, and in the end, you know, finding some sort of acceptance, which is something I think, you know, I and all my friends could relate to. But also on top of that, I mean, it's like hilariously funny and absurd and ridiculous and all those things. From day one, Olivia was so funny and creative, but also I've never worked with a director who gives people so much space to like do their own thing, and she'll do this thing where like she'll run up and she'll be like, hey, I know it's written like this, but I was thinking like X and Y and Z and the next thing, and I don't know, you're funny, you'll figure it out, maybe something like this, but whatever you want to do. So she'll give you like a really funny idea, but then also be like, but whatever you want to do, you do what you want to do. And she never like asks you to reel it in or take it down, or and she's just so, she walks that line of like being there and being funny and creative and like giving you what you need. But if you're trying something out, she is so on board for like, do your thing, try out whatever you want to try out, and really encouraging. And she has elevated every scene. Every scene has become something that I was like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be great, but this is like even better than I could have imagined. And to think it's her feature film directorial debut is crazy, because she's crushing.
Hi there, here's today's Daily Fact. The famous chest waxing scene in The 40-Year-Old Virgin looks so realistic because it is. Steve Carell, whose hairs were being ripped out, wanted the scene to look as true to reality as possible. And with 5 cameras rolling, it was done in one take. Ouch! Remember to click here below to subscribe on the side for more great content.